What's up, Vloggy Pilots? Vloggy Poncho here, and I'm eating dinner. I have spaghetti, and I did something different today with my spaghetti. I put in eggs. Because every other time I've eaten scrambled eggs, I've found that I've enjoyed them with tomato sauces, like ketchup and tomato-based salsas, tomato-based hot sauces. So today, I put ketchup in with my tomato-based spaghetti sauce, and I gotta say, it actually worked really well. Eggs with spaghetti sauce, A+. It's really good. Of course, you have to take into account, I am drinking, so I'm going to give things better ratings than they really deserve. Speaking of which, I went on OkCupid today and made an account. One of my many goals that I should have, not really something that's going to be achieved and then be done, but something that is going to be achieved and then maintained, is that I want to get into a meaningful relationship with a woman. I don't know if internet dating is really the way to do that, but it definitely has possibilities. So I went on there, I made a profile, and I found that there are a lot more vegetarian atheists than I thought. Like, I figured that if I looked around and was only willing to date women who were also vegetarian atheists, then I would have a pool of like 2 people to choose from in Atlanta. But apparently not so. Apparently that people are progressive enough nowadays that there are plenty of vegetarians out there and there are plenty of atheists out there. And the intersection of the two is certainly not empty. In fact, I've already found on OkCupid several attractive women who are vegetarian atheists, which, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't think that existed. I'm pleasantly surprised. Oh man. I'm tempting the fates here, because I'm wearing a white shirt and I'm eating spaghetti sauce. It basically guarantees that I will spill food on my shirt. Funny story, the first week of work, I'll come back to the funny story. I'll also come back to why I'm drinking and make a list. Goodness. My conversations are always in a depth-first manner. And it's really annoying because I get lost in one conversation and I never finish what I was saying before. So the reason... No, I forgot what I was going to say. Fiddlesticks! I'm also trying to replace curse words with less offensive versions of them. Anyway, my first week of work, I don't know if I ever told you guys. Oh, that's what it was. GM. I gave GM a really bad impression yesterday. There's something wrong with the company, and I really... Whoops. I broke my toast. I really like working for GM as a company. I mean, working for a car company is pretty cool as a guy. But, it's just the one specific task that I've been put on is not satisfying for me. So, and that's really all it was. So, funny story. My first week of work, my manager took myself, well, it took me, he took himself, my 2 co-workers that are also recent graduates, and an experienced hire, and me, out to lunch. We went to a Mexican restaurant. Sure enough, I was wearing a very nice white dress shirt, buttoned up with the collar. Basically like a suit shirt, but without the tie. And sure enough, we had red salsa, and right on my shirt. First week of work, and I'm spilling food on myself. Very embarrassing. Haven't done it since. So, I've been 6 months with clean shirts. The thing with spaghetti that makes your shirt dirty is not necessarily dropping food on it. It's slurping the noodles. When you slurp the noodles, they kind of like flutter, they flap, they flick, they whip around. Many verbs. Like a hose, like a fire hose with the water turned on. It just goes nuts. And that flipping action is what flings the little red pelts or little particles onto your shirt. So as long as you don't miss any really big globs and you don't slurp the noodles, you can eat red sauces with white shirts and have no fear. I'm predicting that Broken Champion has already left a comment about me eating in a video. You're predictable, my friend. He said something funny to me yesterday. He told me to stop looking like I'm 40, which, I mean, with my hairline that's beginning to recede just slightly, my hair that's beginning to gray just slightly, and my business casual attire, I have to say I'm a 22-year-old middle-aged guy. And my mindset is like that too. I'm a very mature person for my age, and oh, I did lose a noodle. I'm drunk, it doesn't count. That's funny. So I agree with him. I'm like a 23-year-old or 22-year-old middle-aged guy. The other story, which is why I'm drunk, is that I'm currently making a video. And it's not this one. Right now, I'm making 2 videos at once. While you might think I'm making a vlog, I'm also, it's true, I'm also in the middle of making a Grand Theft Auto video, which you guys will probably see tomorrow, since I'm not going to be able to edit it drunk. The video is about driving drunk in Grand Theft Auto 4. And what I'm doing is, I made up this course, and I'm going to drive it 5 times under different conditions, and see which conditions are fastest and slowest. Compare them to each other. It's all about drinking. So I'm going to do one that's sober without commentary, which I expect to be the best. And then I will do one that's drunk in-game, because you can drink in Grand Theft Auto 4, and it like wiggles the control stick and blurs the vision. I'm going to do one where I'm sober and Nico in the game is drunk. I'm going to do one where I'm drunk, that's this, and Nico is sober. And I'm going to do one where I'm drunk and my character is drunk, which is going to be, I guarantee it's going to be disastrous. But a prerequisite for those last 2 is that I actually get a little bit sloshed. I'm not going to go overboard. I never go overboard when I drink. But I do have to drink enough that I would not be able to drive. That's kind of the whole point here. So I'm going to drink 4 beers in an hour. That would be more than I would ever be comfortable with even getting near a car. My personal rule for avoiding drunk driving is that I need to spend 2 hours for every drink I have after I stop drinking before I'm willing to drive. So like if I had 3 beers, I would need to wait 6 hours before I would let myself drive. Like after I stop drinking. Which is a really very safe way to go, because your body is supposed to be able to metabolize 1 drink an hour. So I might only need like another hour or 2 after I finish drinking if it took me 3 hours to have 3 beers. But better safe than sorry when it comes to DUIs. So my pasta's getting cold here. So I hope you guys had a great day. I told my stories. I wrote them down, and I came back to all of them. Isn't it great? So I will stop freaking out, and I'm not freaking out. I'll stop rambling. I'm going to go back to my spaghetti and eggs. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It's too much. I need a spoon so I can spin the noodles around and actually know what I'm doing. I wonder if anybody eats spaghetti with chopsticks. I guess you could.